In the final minutes of Game 7 of the 1998 Eastern Conference Finals, the Chicago Bulls were trailing, not by much, but just enough for doubt to creep in. 6 minutes and 52 seconds remained, and the Indiana Pacers were threatening to do the unthinkable, send Michael Jordan home for good without another shot at a title. For all of Jordan's legendary moments, his 6 rings, his finals dominance, his walk-off jumper in Utah, this was the game that could have ruined everything. We remember the myth, but the truth? Jordan came within a whisper of losing it all. It started with a fax. 2 words, "I'm back." On March 18, 1995, Michael Jordan returned to basketball after a baseball sabbatical. The league trembled. Even with Houston holding the crown, everyone knew no one had dethroned Jordan at full strength. But this wasn't the same MJ. He was wearing number 45 now, a tribute to his late father. With just 17 games left in the regular season, he was out of sync, rusty, and not in game shape. Though he averaged nearly 27 points per game, he shot just 41.1%, the worst of his career. Still, this was Jordan. The playoffs were coming and the fear was back. But Orlando had other plans. With a young, hungry squad led by Shaquille O'Neal and Penny Hardaway, the Magic beat the Bulls in 6 games. Jordan wasn't just outplayed, he made critical mistakes. Turnovers in crunch time, missed chances. The final dagger? A post-game quote from Nick Anderson. Number 45 doesn't explode like number 23 used to. Jordan heard it, and he responded. The Bulls front office didn't panic. They recalibrated. They brought in Dennis Rodman, a rebounding machine with a chaotic edge, to replace Horace Grant. Critics called it reckless. Headlines read, "Disaster will come from this desperate move." But Chicago knew what they were doing. Rodman fit like a glove. Jordan reclaimed number 23, won the MVP, and the Bulls stormed to an NBA record 72 wins. In the playoffs, they obliterated the field. Miami fell, the Knicks fell, and in poetic justice, the Magic were swept. By the end of the 1996 finals, the Bulls were back on top. Jordan was king again, but he wasn't finished. In 1997, they did it again. But it wasn't easy. A tough finals against Utah pushed Chicago. The series was tied 2-2 when Jordan delivered the legendary flu game, 38 points while visibly ill. Then came Game 6. The score tied, seconds ticking away. Jordan passed to Steve Kerr for the championship-winning shot. That was ring number 5. The ghosts of '95 were fading. Jordan was erasing every doubt. The 1998 season was supposed to be the end, the last dance. And the road to a 6th title wouldn't be easy. Indiana had loaded up. Larry Bird took over as head coach. Chris Mullin joined Reggie Miller. The Pacers finished just 4 games behind Chicago. They were deep, disciplined, and determined.
They breezed through the East, dropping just 2 games before the conference finals. The Bulls, same story. This was the showdown everyone had hoped for. Games 1 and 2 in Chicago went to the Bulls, but barely.
Jordan carried them late. Indiana stormed back at home. Reggie Miller hit a game winner in Game 4. The series was tied. Game 5, Chicago blew Indiana out.
But Game 6 was chaos. Jordan missed big shots. Travis Best made clutch plays. Indiana forced a Game 7. And for just the 2nd time in his career, Michael Jordan was facing a Game 7 with everything on the line. Down by 3, with time bleeding off the clock, Jordan didn't force the issue. He trusted his teammates. Steve Kerr hit a clutch 3. Longley, once blamed for missing a key layup in 1995, buried a jumper. Pippen drew a foul and made the and 1. The Pacers fired back. They had a look from 3 to cut it to 1. It rimmed out. Jordan secured the rebound. Game over, legacy intact. The Bulls moved on to face Utah again. In Game 6 of the finals, Jordan capped his career with the most iconic shot in NBA history, freezing Byron Russell, elevating and knocking it down. 6 championships, 2 three-peats, a perfect ending. But what no one ever talks about is how close it came to slipping away. Had Indiana capitalized in Game 7, had Reggie's shot fallen, had Jordan not trusted Kerr, we might remember him very differently. But history is written by those who survive, and Michael Jordan, once again, refused to lose.